Emma Reed destroyed her own life in exactly 3 days. She was so sure everyone was lying to her. She had evidence, recordings, timestamps, proof. But when she finally played them back in front of everyone, there was nothing there. This is the story of how someone can gaslight themselves into losing everything they ever had. It started at 11:47 p.m. on a Tuesday. Emma Reed, 28 years old, VP of Finance at Morrison Tech, youngest executive in company history, found the text message on Tyler's phone. The screen was unlocked, just sitting there on the nightstand while he showered. A message from Sarah, her best friend since college, the maid of honor at the wedding they were planning for next spring. Can't wait for this weekend. She has no idea. Emma's hands didn't shake. That's what she'd remember later. Her hands were perfectly still as she screenshotted the message, as she checked the timestamp, as she started building her case. The corporate leadership retreat, Red Canyon Lodge, 12 people, 3 days, deep in the Colorado mountains. Tyler had been the one to suggest she come. "You'll love it," he'd said 3 weeks ago. "It's exclusive, VP level only, great for your career." Now she understood. This wasn't about leadership development. This wasn't about team bonding. This was about her. They were planning something, a game, a test, some kind of psychological experiment. And she was the target. Emma didn't confront Tyler that night. She didn't confront Sarah the next day. She just watched and waited and prepared. Because Emma Reed didn't get to VP of Finance by being impulsive. She got there by being 3 steps ahead of everyone else. Friday morning. They drove separately to Red Canyon Lodge. Tyler kissed her goodbye in the parking lot of their apartment building. His smile was different, practiced, like he was performing. "See you there," he said. Emma noticed he was wearing cologne. He never wore cologne to corporate events. The lodge was remote, 40 minutes from the nearest town, no cell service, no Wi-Fi. "Digital detox weekend," the facilitator explained during check-in. Emma's phone wouldn't work for calls, but it could still record. She made sure it was fully charged. She watched everyone at the opening dinner. Sarah avoided eye contact. When Emma sat next to her, Sarah moved seats, claiming she wanted to mix with new people. Marcus from strategic planning kept glancing at Tyler, then at Emma, then away quickly. Jennifer from HR took notes every time Emma spoke. Actual notes on a pad. "Just jotting down ideas," Jennifer said when Emma asked. But her smile was tight. During the Friday night trust exercise, Emma was blindfolded. Tyler was supposed to guide her through an obstacle course with only his voice. "Step left," he said. Emma stepped left. Her foot hit something. She stumbled, caught herself. "Sorry, I meant your other left." Someone laughed, quickly stifled. Emma heard it clearly through her blindfold. When she pulled the blindfold off, everyone was watching her. "What?" Emma asked. "Nothing," Sarah said, but she was smiling. That night, Emma documented everything in the Notes app on her phone. 11:32 p.m. Sarah avoided sitting with me, deliberate. 11:45 p.m. Marcus guided me wrong. Someone laughed. Marcus? 12:03 a.m. Jennifer taking notes. Why? There's no formal evaluation. She set her phone to record during the night, just audio, in case they came to her room. At 2:17 a.m., she woke up. There was a piece of paper on her pillow. She was certain it hadn't been there when she went to sleep. The note said, "You're not paranoid. You're right. Keep playing. A friend." Emma took a photo of it, added it to her evidence folder. She didn't sleep after that.
She played along, but she gave false information, created alliances she didn't believe in, watched Tyler and Sarah exchange glances across the conference room. During lunch, Emma excused herself to the bathroom. On her way back, she heard Tyler and Sarah talking in the hallway. "Do you think she knows?" Sarah's voice. "She's too smart not to," Tyler replied. "But that's the point, isn't it?" Emma pressed herself against the wall, heart racing, phone recording in her pocket. "She's going to break," Sarah said. "Tonight, probably." "Maybe that's what she needs," Tyler said. Emma waited until they walked away. Then she went back to her room and added the audio file to her evidence folder. 12:47 p.m. Recorded Tyler and Sarah. They know I know. They want me to break. This is orchestrated. That afternoon, during the wilderness hike, Emma documented 17 separate incidents. Sarah whispering to Marcus when Emma approached. Tyler taking a phone call even though there was no service. Jennifer asking Emma how she was holding up with a loaded tone. Everyone going silent when Emma joined the group. The guide asking if Emma needed to sit this one out. By Saturday night, Emma had 43 pieces of evidence. Screenshots, audio recordings, time-stamped observations, patterns of behavior. She knew what they were doing, and she was ready. The closing dinner was in the main lodge. Fireplace burning, wine flowing, everyone relaxed. Emma stood up before dessert was served. "I need to say something," she announced. The room went quiet. Tyler's face was confused. "Emma, what?" She said, "I know what this is." Her voice was steady, clear. She'd practiced this. "I know what all of you are doing." Silence. Complete silence. This whole weekend, the psychological manipulation, the gaslighting, the coordinated effort to make me think I'm losing my mind. She pulled out her phone. "I've documented everything, every conversation, every glance, every test you've put me through." Sarah stood up slowly. "Emma, what are you talking about?" "The game," Emma said. Her voice was rising now. She couldn't help it. "This whole weekend is a game, a psychological experiment, and I'm the subject." Tyler stood too. His face was genuinely confused. "Emma, there's no game." "I saw your text," Emma cut him off. "She has no idea. I heard you talking in the hallway. She's going to break tonight. I found the note." She pulled the piece of paper from her pocket. "Someone put this on my pillow. Someone is helping me. Someone knows this is wrong." She held up the paper for everyone to see. It was blank.
Emma stared at the paper. Blank. Completely blank. But she'd seen words. She knew she had. She'd photographed it. She pulled up her phone, scrolled to the photo from last night. The image showed a blank piece of paper on her pillow. "No," Emma whispered. "No, there were words. It said—" "Emma," Tyler's voice was gentle now, careful, like he was talking to someone fragile. "There's no game. There never was." "But the text message." Sarah pulled out her phone, walked over, showed Emma the screen. The full conversation. "Can't wait for this weekend. She's going to love the surprise." "I know. Do you think she suspects?" "No way. The promotion party is going to blow her mind. Sunday night, back in Denver. She has no idea we've been planning this for 2 months." Emma's mind was erasing. Fragments, pieces that didn't fit. "The promotion party?" she whispered. "You're being promoted to senior VP," Marcus said quietly. "We were going to surprise you Sunday night. Big celebration. Everyone from the executive team." "But the trust exercise, you laughed when I stumbled." "Because Tyler almost walked you into a tree," Jennifer said. Her voice was soft, kind, like she was talking to someone fragile. "It was funny, Emma. We weren't laughing at you. We were laughing at the situation." "The dinner conversations. You stopped talking when "We were discussing your surprise party," Sarah said. "We had to stop talking about it when you came over. Emma, we were trying not to ruin the surprise." Emma looked at Tyler. "The hallway. You said I was going to break." Tyler's face went pale. "Emma, I said you were going to break your sales record. We were talking about your quarterly numbers. You're killing it this quarter." "No," Emma shook her head. "No, that's not. You said that's the point. You said—" "I said that's the point of promoting you," Tyler said slowly. "You deserve it." "Emma, what did you think we were talking about?" Emma looked down at her phone, at the 43 pieces of evidence she'd collected. She played the hallway recording, put it on speaker. The audio was muddy, distorted, but she could hear it now, really hear it, without her paranoid filter. Break her sales record this quarter. The point of the promotion. Surprise party Sunday. Nothing sinister, just colleagues planning a celebration. She scrolled through her notes, her evidence. Sarah avoided sitting with me. Sarah had moved to network with people from other departments. Marcus kept glancing at Tyler and me. Marcus was checking his watch. His daughter's recital was Sunday. Jennifer took notes when I spoke. Jennifer was the one organizing the party. She was literally taking notes for the surprise. Tyler took Emma outside after dinner. They stood on the lodge deck, mountains black against the stars. "I'm leaving," Tyler said. Emma's chest tightened. "Because of tonight?" "Because of everything." His voice was tired, sad. "Emma, tonight isn't new. It's just the worst it's gotten. You accused my sister of lying about her surgery 3 weeks ago. You told Sarah I was probably cheating with her last month. Sarah, Emma, your best friend. You've been documenting suspicious behavior for 6 months.
How do you know that? Because I found your notes, pages of them, analyzing my text messages, timing my arrivals home, recording our conversations to catch me in lies. Emma felt something cracking inside her chest. "I'm not leaving because you caught me doing something wrong," Tyler continued. "I'm leaving because you're not okay, and I can't be the one you destroy yourself trying to prove is betraying you. I can change. You need help, Emma, professional help. Not me, not Sarah, not a corporate retreat." He walked away. Emma stood there, alone on the deck. She pulled out her phone, looked at her evidence folder. 43 files documenting a conspiracy that never existed. She'd been so certain, so absolutely sure. She'd spent 3 days collecting evidence, building a case, preparing for the moment she'd expose them all. And all she'd exposed was herself. Inside, through the window, she could see her colleagues. They were talking quietly, worried glances in her direction. Tomorrow, everyone at Morrison Tech would know. The youngest VP in company history had a public paranoid breakdown at a leadership retreat. The promotion was probably gone. The relationship was definitely gone. Sarah, her best friend since college, was inside crying. Emma had destroyed everything. Not because she was betrayed, but because she was so terrified of being betrayed that she invented the betrayal herself. The cruelest mind game is the one you play on yourself. And Emma had played it perfectly. The blank note was still in her hand. She looked at it one final time. In the darkness, for just a moment, she could swear she saw words appearing. "You did this to yourself." But when she turned on her phone's flashlight, the paper was blank. It had always been blank.